I don't know why that phone acting weird. Anyways, so I was kind of starving. And I'm about to tell them, don't give me no little tiny baby, little premature chicken wing with my thing. And that's exactly what I got here, what I found out I had. Anyways, y'all, I don't know what's going on. I know I need to get my hair did. I was thinking about trying to make me a wig. I ain't did it in so long. But I didn't think about it. Or just doing like a sew-in or something. Also, I'm thinking, if these people is watching us to see how we do stuff or something like that, do you know how many people these people could go on YouTube and look at doing these same things? It's almost like somebody, like I taught myself how to make wigs and I taught myself how to do sew-ins and all this other stuff. I don't want to do it as a profession, but in case I needed it done myself, I always had to do my own hair and stuff like this. You know, I feel like somebody trying to mess with somebody, like mess with my gifts. Because I really want to sit around and really do nothing right now, but understand what's going on. Why? What about these attacks or something like this? Right? So this is what I'm mainly concerned with. It's like, if you can get something from anything, obviously, you're getting to see how other people's minds work. Whether they're really gifted or not. Whether they're robots or not. You get to see how people's mind work when you just sit back and listen. Or listen to tarot. Obviously, if everybody's playing around in the energy, even if it's mine, they're going to be able to tell me something about myself that I didn't remember. Or I didn't know if they're connected to the storyline. What I said is somebody don't need it if these people are giving the messages and also being a part of the problem. Okay? So, but my thing is to draw attention to the fact that people are already thinking this shit is okay. So when we going towards this digital age, it's just like the rights that we gave away at the airport when they scared the shit out of us with 9/11. Nothing is going back to the same. So accepting this type of behavior and people being able to think they can talk in code and talk over us. Now we know whether they were doing this shit, playing around in our energy all the time or not. It's being talked about or brought to the forefront. So for some reason right now, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like these energies are getting angry. How dare you? Call us out about this decades or centuries long rituals that we've been doing. Yeah. In the last Aquarius age of information, people's just talking about it, propaganda, like, oh, these rituals that they did, they wasn't really going into detail on them, and it was kind of pinning it on a certain group of people. Now, that could have gave them the power to attack those people, and those people out the way now. But then now it's the people that was really doing the shit, or the people that were blackmailing the people that was doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's always had to be a bigger group or a more intelligent group at the bottom. You know, even when it comes to some of these elites, if you read their story, like there was some little, they had to do something a little weird or something. They had to do something. How I said, like starting off as a young person, building an empire or something like this. But I feel like whatever you were being used for, or I was being trafficked for when we were younger, energy, whatever this is, love, sex, whatever this is, connections, rebirthing, motherfuckers, okay? That's my money or your money. Even when we're talking about the old money, if this was something connected to you or a feather or a sponsor or something of yours that gave you something, okay, they got you for that. But whatever this is, could be your new money. I won't say new money, but ain't no reason for these people to be, that I'm talking about, to be walking around here with nothing. You know, I was just in my room. I think they did another attack on my yoni. I was just in my room, and I also noticed that there was a bracelet, an ankle bracelet or something on my floor next to my person's side of the bed, and it had 2 rings on it. It made me think about when Rowan and them went to Scotland. And you know, those people was deeply embedded in something else. Okay? These people might not like the fact that I'm talking about or whatever this shit is. I don't know. But they was the one, you know, that's the saying, somebody picking on you, then they try to play victim. What you doing, son of God, around here telling us about what we did or what we doing? You know? Now, I just noticed. Oh, dang, I made a mess. I just noticed something about, because I don't like, you know, I be self-conscious a little bit about my arms, too. But I just noticed that both my arms and stuff was hurting. And I told y'all, it's like somebody had somebody connected to me. But somebody's really, like, cutting up or showing out. Because I was just looking down at my arm, and I'm like, hey, I didn't have this dent or something like this before. And somebody keeps saying, I want to make you feel my love. But really, they mean pain or something like this. And I noticed that, you know, you want me to talk about you so bad. But I feel like this had to be one of these spiritual abusers all this time. Somebody could have been talking about with more viewers than me. That's a tarot reader. Okay. That's connected to the storyline. That's how I know. Was talking about the scar on their arm, and I just looked at my other arm, and I'm like, where the fuck did that dent come from? So somebody's trying to do something to me. They're trying to use some kind of power that they feel like they're claiming to do something to me. This is a group of these women. It's like a coven. Because what we got a minute ago is they didn't take a rib. They took something else. It could be bone marrow. They could have took something from me or something like this. Also, elders, because somebody is like, oh, you know, this could be this Lacey Peterson energy, though, too. Which is like a cross between, like, Mommy Watson and, I think, this girl, Candy. These people, I don't know. I think they some kind of scientific experiment, to be honest with you. Somebody knew that you or I was made different, and these people wanted to beat out what was already originally made. And they produced these people, or it's like using something inside of me or you made these witches stronger. They was able to repower themselves by keeping you in the dark. You know? Somebody could be prejudiced too or something like this. They got the nerve to be. That's another reason why I know these people are illegitimate. And somebody keeps saying it's better in the dark. I think that the games that they play is better in the dark. But I also think that it's better because somebody like the lights on, I heard too. But somebody says it's better in the dark because I feel like they got more power. If you're in the light in the dark, you're the light, you know. You're not blinding yourself. You're not too bright for yourself. You're not something you can handle your light, but maybe other people can't. This could be like a way of containing someone. Somebody could also be using some kind of weird, like I told you, I take my showers at night now. If I miss it, then it's oh well. I might be a little musty or something because I'm waiting to get dark again. And that's just like an emergency. And I'm like, I can smell myself. I'm like, okay, bitch, you gotta get in the shower. Other than that, but I feel like they got technology. They could night vision goggles or something where somebody can see you in the dark anyways. These people is weird. This could be why some children are getting bullied or usually get bullied in school or they don't have friends. Because these people's parents are a part of these secret societies that are watching you in your home like weirdos. For whatever reason, I don't know. Just strange witches, like all of them witches. I think it was okay when you couldn't point them out, but now they're getting a little bit antsy now. Confirmation. So they're getting a little bit more intrusive here. Also, somebody did take a baby from someone. I told you, it's like they get these babies out like 4 months old or something. You may or may not know that this has happened to you. It's like they take you to some facility and do this shit. And then bring your other body back. That's why God said don't make no images, but you motherfuckers gonna do it anyways. Because you think you're not about to get stopped. And I told y'all, they need to do a report or something. At least in the 7 years of all the people that became billionaires or millionaires or something like this. The patriarch. Because someone keeps trying to like move somebody into love or giving them love. You're not getting it right now. I mean, if you are love, I'm guessing these people can still just kind of like try to siphon that from you. But ain't nobody thinking about that right now. I see fire. Moving everything into this frequency is really demonic. Yeah, everybody ready to go in that direction. All the people that got to test drive these type of simulations. So it just got you to get out of the big one where you was kind of protected. Somebody was responsible for patching shit up, making sure they don't change. Nothing can be changed. Nothing can be moved. But now, you done vouch for this shit where your next door neighbor, Chucky, that spent 15 hours a day on video games, is the one that's running your simulation. Or some gamer YouTuber with all these views. That's why I told you. We don't need no people with no millions of subscribers or whatever this is in this particular pre-heaven that we're creating. That's the stock. I told you, these people, they have to siphon off our, they're just using free energy. Some people could be getting rich or getting paid off of their energy alone. This could be something else that these people figured out by using a social credit system. Or I just don't know. This is like the cornerstone that was rejected. When it said from Jesus to stay on the earth, even Jesus was able to see some things that God couldn't see. That's why I'm saying they're using a God complex to have us respect these foul elders. How am I gonna call you an elder when you didn't have nothing to do with my rearing? You hid it from me so that other children in the group or something could be beyond me or above me or something like this. Like, how you my elder? Because the Bible talk about wicked elders too. So every elder is not supposed to be held up high on a pedestal. It's the truth. That's why they kidnapped your kids, took them to these other elders that do that shit. That if they would have took you there, you wouldn't have that shit. So whatever they was telling you, oh yeah, we got to do it like this or do it like that, you wouldn't have had it, or I wouldn't have had it. That's why they had to sneak your children around and give them to somebody else or something like this. That would let them get over on that bullshit and then call you the bad parent because somebody did this foul thing. That's a big girl. It's an American eagle. Hold on. Hold on. Girl. I'm not lying to y'all. It's an American eagle. I never seen one. Oh my God. Hold on. This little bitch get... Oh. It's an American eagle. Right here in front of me at the park. Calling me screaming like you crazy than the motherfucker. I want to punch her in her fucking face. Yes, it is, y'all. It is. It's a fucking American eagle right here in front of me. He gone now. Because when he pulled in, I'm like, when he flew in, I'm like, what the hell is that? It's right there. It must be a sign. Y'all, I be watching birds. I be watching stuff. Excuse me. And that's the first time. And you know they gave me that little chicken wing? It's the first time that I've seen one. I mean, I'm probably acting corny or whatever, but that was just kind of cool a little bit. And what I say about the elders. So your elders might be the animal spirits. She gonna call me roaring like a fucking lion or something like this. Talking about, bring my charger back. What you doing? I said, girl, you better get... I about to call her a bitch in her face. These people so childish. That's what they do. I had to calm down a minute ago. Because I knew something was like... Somebody gonna try to take you there. Just don't get mad. But These people are going off of how many times your children yell at you or something like this. They're marking it down in some journal or something. Some stupid shit like that. You know, you a hothead all the time about some stupid shit like that. There's something wrong with you. So, what was I gonna say? YouTube is filled with serious serial killers. Hold on.